Hey, what's happening, everyone? Journeyman here, and welcome to episode 20 of We March on a Southampton Save. So, here we go. We're taking on Man City and Porto in today's episode. There's been no games since the last episode, and today, this is how the current table looks. As you can see, we are top of the Premier League. Only lost one game this season, and we conceded 4 goals. We're up against a very tough opposition today, and that's Man City. Now, we have come up against Arsenal and Liverpool, who are both struggling in the table, and we beat them pretty comfortably. So we're taking on Man City today. That's a different task, obviously managed by Pep Guardiola. Let's take a look at the Man City squad real quick. See what kind of transfers they brought in. So they spent a lot of money over the summer. In fact, £122 million spent, only 7.5 coming in. So a bit of a deficit there. But anyway, they signed Son from Tottenham for £41 million, followed by Fred for £20.5 million, and Philippe Anderson 30.5, Gulam for 29 million, Sol for 38 million, and then we got a youth academy prospect in Peter Bevins from Fulham for 4.6. So they spent absolute shit ton of money. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to say to it, really. The squad is ridiculously deep, honestly. It's going to be a very tough match today, and honestly, I don't expect to do that well. Alright, so this is how we line up today's game. Interesting enough, McCarthy's now gone to a 2-star player, according to my assistant manager. Not quite sure why. But on the plus side, though, there is life for Fraser Forster. 8 days to 2 weeks away now from knee tendonitis. As soon as he returns, he'll be straight back into the first team. As you can see, he's by far our best goalkeeper. Other news, Denswell will miss today's game. Unfortunately, he's out 3 to 7 days with a groin strain. Other players, Doria got himself injured. Maybe back in about 2 days' time, though. It doesn't really affect us today. So this is how we line up. McCarthy in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Bruma, Yoshida, Target, Lamina, Prowse, Romeo, Luan, Dembele, and of course Benteke leading the line. Alright, so here we go at home against Man City. Now, obviously, if we want to compete at the top of the table, we want to finish the top 4 this season, we've got to play well against these teams. And so far we've done well against Arsenal and Liverpool, despite their struggles this season. And I'm hoping this will be our first real test of the season, and I'm hoping we'll respond positively. Here's the only corner. Prowse whips it in. Benteke heads it down to Luan. That's a great save from Edison. Luan should have done a bit better with the effort. It was kind of a weak shot in the end, but still a good opportunity. Here's Prowse whips it into Mare Yoshida, and that's a decent save from Edison as well. So good pressure to start with. So that's a very promising sign. Alright, so early injury here for Mare Yoshida, 24 minutes on the clock. What I'm going to do is bring on Joe Gomez, natural replacement at centre half. I was toying with the idea of playing him instead of Yoshida anyway, so this isn't too much of a tough decision to make. But maybe I should have played Gomez instead. Good tackle from Romeo here is Benteke. Benteke to Luan, he's through on goal. Luan got a chance to score, and he does! Get in there, Luan. 1-0 to Southampton. It's been all us so far in this first half. Second goal of the season for Luan. He actually played for Brazil midweek and got himself a goal. So good to see his form is starting to pick back up again after he scored 20 goals last season. That's only his second this season. So very good start to the game for us, and 1-0 to Southampton. Alright, here's Luan again to Benteke. Benteke to Romeo. Romeo to Dembele at the edge of the area. Lays into Benteke. Oh, that's a miss and a half. He really should have at least hit the target. That was a great opportunity for Christian Benteke. Should be 2-0. Here's Dembele to Luan. Luan to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Press the byline. Otamendi with the interception. Alexander puts it back into Benteke. Gets in there, 2-0. Gets in there. 6th goal of the season with Christian Benteke. And Alexander-Arnold gets himself another assist. So 2 of the new signings linking up again to get a goal. Great cross there, and a beautiful volley from Christian Benteke. 2-0 against Man City. I tell you what, this is turning into an unbelievable performance from the guys. So halftime is here. Everything's going as planned so far. Everyone's playing really well. One concern though, Lamina is struggling at 74% overall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that change now. I'm going to bring on Højbjerg for Lamina. I do have options as well. Obviously, Charlie Austin actually returned to the bench today. That's something I forgot to mention. But I do have options. I could have brought on Romero, but instead I'm going with Højbjerg. A bit more Premier League experience and a bit more tougher midfielder than Romero. Here's the one early on here. Oh, and he falls to Benteke, who makes it 3-0. Get in there. Christian Benteke. Oh, great finish there after an error. I think that's from Otamendi there. He couldn't get the ball clear, and it fell to Benteke at the edge of the area. And a great finish from the Belgian striker, who's had a good start to the season. Not as good as Dembele, of course, but still a very good start. 2 goals today and an assist. So in today's game, he's having an absolute blinder. Alright, so 56 minutes here. Man City haven't really threatened today, and here's a chance of Benteke for his hat-trick, and he puts it over the bar. But as I was saying, Man City haven't really threatened. They've only had 1 shot on goal, and that was from long distance. Of course, they shouldn't tempt fate. We all know how good this Man City team can be. Alright, so 70 minutes in. Make a quick change. Obviously, we have Porto midweek, so I'm going to take off Dembele, and I'm going to bring on Charlie Austin for his season debut. And yeah, hopefully we'll see out the game there. I don't think Man City are going to come back in this. 3 goals is far too much of a deficit with only 15 minutes left to play. 85 minutes on the clock here, and the game is pretty much set in stone as far as the result goes. Very, very pleasing performance. Man City have very rarely threatened us, and we even got a chance here to make it 4-0. I'm truly embarrassing. Here's Luan. He rounds the defender, and a good save there in the near post from Edison. Could have easily been 4-0, and we just completely outplayed him off the park. This was completely unexpected. I expected to go in today's game and lose, but we've just played absolutely unbelievable football. And this really gives me a lot of faith and encouragement that we can achieve some huge, huge things this season. So let's see, 1 minute added on time here. Yep, it's going to be it. It's going to be a 3-0 victory against the Man City. I mean, what a performance and what a result. Here's Bernardo to Son, and decent save there from Alex McCarthy, no problem for the English goalkeeper. So there it is, full-time whistle has gone, and we have beaten Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool at the early stages of the season. If that hasn't kind of laid the foundation for a good season, I don't know what will. So we are top of the table now by 3 points. Obviously Chelsea do have a game in hand over us, but with a much better goal difference, so we will keep our position at top of the table for at least the very near future. So awesome start to the season. I really just can't say anything more about the team itself. They've been absolutely superb, and this guy has been a huge surprise for me. I kind of thought he would struggle right at the beginning, but he's come on leaps and bounds. He's jumped in the first team football in the Premier League without any problem whatsoever. Average rating of 7.68. I'd like to get a few more assists this season than the one he's got thus far. But nevertheless, Trent Alexander-Arnold's had a wonderful start, as well as Benteke, Dembele, and honestly, everyone's just really chipped in and done a fantastic job. Alright, so here we go up against Porto away from home. Obviously, if we get a win today, that pretty much solidifies our place in the next round of the Europa League. So obviously, I'm hoping to continue our good Premier League form into Europe against Porto today. Porto naturally are our toughest opposition in the group. Let's take a look at their squad real quick. Let's see who they have. Our most valuable player is going to be Brahimi. Yacine Brahimi, very talented winger, very fast player. Got myself 7 assists so far in the Premier League in Portuguese Premier League this season in 7 appearances. They have Alex Telles, who is another very, very good left back. That's a player I actually thought about bringing in during the summer. Then we have Hector Herrera, a very talented deep line playmaker, very well rounded. But I'm actually looking over their squad here, and nothing really scares me. I mean, there could be the obviously result against Man City talking here, but nothing is really scaring me thus far. So Yoshida is out. Obviously, he's going to be out, unfortunately, for 2 to 3 months with a hip injury. That's a bit of a blow. But on the plus hand, I do, in fact, have Joe Gomez to come in. So this would be a good chance to get him some match experience, because right now he's kind of been limited to coming off the bench. And I'm sure once he gets some regular first team football, he'll definitely improve leaps and bounds. Denzel unfortunately isn't fit to play today. He did pass the MAT fitness test, but unfortunately he's 82%. I'm not going to risk him for today's game. Forster's still a couple of weeks away from returning, and then Emmanuel Mass has actually gone back to light training now. He's back in a couple of weeks as well. So players are starting to come back from injury, which is positive stuff, because otherwise it could be a very rough December. So on the bench today, obviously we're a little bit short at the back, so I may have to go into my youth team to try and find another defender just to help out today. Oh, never mind, we got Doria there. Never mind, ignore me. Doria goes back for an injury, so there you go. Okay, perfect. So this is how we line up for today's game. Same team that we had against Man City, minus, of course, Maya Yoshida. So I'm confident with this team. Let's go into it and let's get another victory in Europe, this time away at Porto. Alright, early on here, chance for Porto. Maxi throws it in, flicked on, and a decent save there from McCarthy. Has go down to clear-cut chance there. The defender got himself free of the ball and just hit it straight at McCarthy, fortunately, because either side of him, it would have caused him problems. Alright, ball's hit long here, and it's been an unusually slow start for us. Haven't created many opportunities. Here's Ricardo Pereira. Good inception for another one. Here's Matt Target to Moussa Dembele. This is where we're most dangerous on the counter-attack. He gets the ball and pulls it into Benteke, who scores. Christian Benteke got the assist from Moussa Dembele there. 8th goal of the season now for Christian Benteke. After the almost hat-trick at the weekend, Benteke responds today with another goal, and this time coming from his strike partner Moussa Dembele. Those two are forming an unbelievable partnership, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, and it's good to see him link up in today's game against Porto. Alright, so halftime has gone, only that one chance for us, and fortunate enough to have taken it. Winning 1-0, playing pretty okay. They haven't created many opportunities either. It's a very tight game. Not what I was expecting, honestly. So let's make a quick change as well. Lamina is struggling once again. I do have Mare on the bench. Also have Højbjerg, Classy, so I've got some really good options there. I'm going to leave things as they are for now, and in maybe the second half we'll make some changes depending on fitness of the players. Alright, here's a corner kick. Brahimi whips it in. Philippe heads it, and it somehow goes past Alex McCarthy in goal. It is 1-1. Felipe gets his second goal of the season. Looks like poor goalkeeping there. Take another look at this. Ball's whipped in. Felipe heads it, and Alex McCarthy just kind of runs the other way. So as far as goalkeeping goes, that's like a 1 out of 10. Casillas hits it long here. Insets by Alexander-Arnold. Here's Telles, Brahimi. It's been very dangerous so far today. Good tackle there from Ward-Prowse, but it falls up wide to Telles, who's running at Arnold here. Good tackle there for Alexander-Arnold. Dembele gathers the loose ball, finds Romeo. Solid as ever, plays it to Lamina, to Luan. Taken down by Andre, but here's Lamina with the ball again. Here's Jeffrey Brumer, plays it away to Matt Target, finds James Ward-Prowse to Lamina, to Dembele. Great build-up play to Benteke, and that's a fantastic save from Casillas in goal. Good build-up play, but this time Benteke couldn't finish it off. But very solid, very patient build-up, and it's been lucky not to be 2-1 up. It's 55 minutes on the clock. I talked about making a change at halftime. I'm going to make one now. So instead of Lamina, I am going to bring on Lucas Romero for today's game. And I'm also thinking about maybe replacing James Ward-Prowse with Højbjerg. Yeah, we're going to go with that. And we've got about 30 minutes left of the game here to try and get a winner. I'm pretty confident we can do. So far, we deserve to be in the lead if it wasn't for some poor goalkeeping from Alex McCarthy. Here's another chance for Porto here. And, oh, he plays it past the post there. We got very lucky to get away with that one. Alright, here's McCarthy. Hits it long to no one. Brahimi to Walter. Walter to Pereira. Pulls it back, and it is 2-1 to Porto. Of course, I jinxed it, and Porto have now taken the lead. We've got 23 minutes left to get back into this game. But lucky enough, we have the creative talent to do so. So let's go ahead and make maybe a quick team talk from the side to encourage the boys to get forward. Maybe get ourselves a goal again. Here's another chance, though, for Porto. Brahimi has been absolutely unbelievable for them today. He's caused us no end of problems from that left wing. Here's Telles. He goes by Arnold. Cross it into Sergio, and it flicks off a defender. It is 3-1 to Porto. So everything is kind of fallen apart in the second half for us. Take another look at this one. Telles goes by as Alexander, far too easy. Pulls it back. Nobody caught the run of Sergio, and I think it flicked off Matt Target, who dove in front of Alex McCarthy. But it's currently 3-1. 88 minutes on the clock. This game is pretty much done. Let's bring on Jordi Classy for the last couple of minutes of the game. And unfortunately, it's getting a very disappointing defeat here against Porto. I was hoping to win this game. Obviously, after taking the lead, things are going very, very smoothly for us. And it all just kind of fell apart at the back in the second half. Very unusual. We've conceded 4 goals in the Premier League this season, and we conceded 3 today. So that kind of tells you it was a bit of an anomaly. But we dropped now to second in the group, which isn't a bad spot because I think we're a much better team than Barta, and I think we're a much better team than Sampdoria. And I actually think we're better than Porto too, so I don't think qualifying for the next stage is going to be that much of an issue despite the result today. Hopefully we can bounce back. We're up against Porto next up, believe it or not, at home. So the next episode, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky because today is Sunday the Sorry, one second. Sunday the 15th. And obviously, Football Manager beta gets released expectedly on the 27th. So in about 12 days time, which means I've only got 12 days to get through the rest of this season. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play all these games up until Barca, which is the last European game. I'm actually going to do a double header. We're going to do Tottenham away at first, and then we're going to do Barca, and then I'll complete the section of the European group stages, and then from there we'll make a decision on who we're playing next. So just because I want to get through the entire season, my goal is to finish this season by the time Football Manager 2018 comes out. And obviously, the way things have started first, it could be a very exciting season. We're competing in Europe. Obviously, we're top of the table, and we've beaten so far Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. So that's a fantastic start to the year, and I'm hoping it will continue, because if it does, this could be a legendary end for Football Manager 2017 for me. But thank you guys so much for watching the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, remember to smash a like on the video, and if you want to see more videos from me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn those notifications on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.